Hey everyone, Lucky Shot 13 here, and welcome back to another episode of Foolcraft. So we are hanging out here inside of our, before I step outside, inside of our little starter house that we built in the first episode. And as you can see, I have been busy decorating this place. So yeah, let's look at some stuff that we've done here. Okay. So we've got our deco bench, which is something that I was trying to build in the first episode, which creates like these realistic decorations and furniture for the mod pack. Like everything from Rubik's Cubes to wooden chairs. And the cool thing about the chairs is like you can actually sit in them, you know? Grandfather clocks, little toys. I got R2-D2 down here, so cool. And then if we come out here, you can see I've started to work on the exterior here, getting it all decorated up with stuff. Barrels from DecoCraft. And then, of course, look at this. Just a little pool area to chill. I'm working on getting an umbrella. It requires a lot of clay. I'll show you that in just a second. Like glass table, pool chairs right here, little doghouse. And, of course, this is where we're going to be working today. This is like our tool shed, our work area, if you will, where we come to relax and build things and make things and all of that kind of good jazz. So just real quick, the way that the deco bench works is you make said deco bench, you come in, you make different crafting clays, you put them in here. It tells you how much you have here of each one. You can see that I don't have any green, that's why I can't make anything. And of course it will highlight the things that you can make, and if you hold shift, will of course tell you how much they cost. So yeah, that's Deco Bench. Really easy to use, makes a lot of really cool things, okay? So, what we're going to be working on in today's episode is filling up our little area here. Our building out back. So is what I've decided to use this for is to go ahead and set up our Tinker's construct area here. So we have this and this. Okay. So of course we have our stencil table, we have the part builder, we have crafting station. So this is Tinker's. It's fairly straightforward. I might come back and make some tools. I didn't really plan on making tools here at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, so this is Tinker's, right? We've all probably seen that. Like I said, I might come back here and think about, you know, making something. We'll see for sure. Okay, so we'll come back to Tinker's in just a second. And the other thing, oh, but it's still in here though. So the other thing we're also going to be doing is setting up our SAG Mill. So if you don't know what a SAG Mill does, it is this little thing right here. Okay, yeah, SAG Mill. Okay, and a SAG Mill basically breaks down powder from an alloy smelter. Is that going to be close enough? I think that's going to be close enough. Actually, let's move it over. Okay. Right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so a SAG mill will, of course, take the powders, I believe it is, from a alloy smelter. I can't remember what order it goes in now, but basically you combine a SAG mill with an alloy smelter, and you can, without having to have a smeltery setup right away, you can essentially double your ores, okay, through the SAG mill until you have time to set up a smeltery. So it's really not resource intensive. And of course I have made a generator as well, which you can see here. So this is our generator. Of course it can basically burn any solid fuel, as you can see there. Okay, so no problem there. All right, now moving on is what I have to do is go out and gather some materials, because I do not have everything we need yet to go ahead and build the alloy smelter. So what I'm going to do is go on a little bit of a mining trip and find us some lapis and things like that we need, and then we're going to come back. We're going to set up the alloy smelter. I'll show you how to use it, and then maybe at the end we can come back to Tinker's and make us some new tools, because let's be honest, our little wooden axe and iron stuff just ain't cutting it for us so far. So I'll bring y'all back in a bit. Alright then, so we should have everything we need to make our alloy smelter now. It's just a machine chassis, 3 furnace, cauldron, and 4 iron. So, boom. Okay, that's easy enough. I've also made a couple other things for our tinker stuff, if I can find them, because apparently I'm blind as a bat. Not seeing it. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Tool station. A very important piece for tinkers, of course. Now, let's go back here and see if I'm going to need to make, like, some transfer pipes and node and things. So, I'm wondering now. Okay. Yeah, see, that's not going to get anything from that. Okay, I have an idea. We need to make transfer stuff. So, where is it? And I always forget how to make them too. Transfer node? Not fluids, items. Yeah, there we go. Chest, stone, redstone, transfer pipe, glass, stone slabs. Okay then. Yeah, let's put the stuff down for tinkers before we go off onto that. Now I don't have to keep cutting and cutting and cutting. It's been kind of a scatterbrained kind of day, you know? Just one of them days. Alright, so now we have our tool station here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we have our chest here, which is our parts chest, which of course keeps parts in it. So, let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so here's our tool station. Right, so this is sort of the heart of everything. This is where you come out to find out what you need for all the different tools. So for example, for a pickaxe, we need a tool rod, a pickaxe head, and a binding. So that's when you come over to the stencil table, and you basically figure out what you need. So see, so pickaxe head, then you have the tool rod right there, and then a binding. Okay, so it's, you know, fairly straightforward with that. So then of course you put your thing here, you click this, see, and then you have a binding. Okay, so that's how you make a stencil. So of course a stencil is extremely important. So let's do this, then you click what you want. So we have a pickaxe head, then we need one more, and that would be a tool rod. Okay, then you come over, we can actually access it all from the same menu. Then you come here, part builder. Okay, you put your stencil in, then you put your material in like this. So this would be stone, of course. That's all I have on me that I can make it with right now, that I actually feel like making it with, just to show everybody how it works. Okay, now of course it's super dirt cheap making it. This is not the point of Tinkers, is to make stone stuff, but this is just an example. Then you take your binding, and then your binding, which I believe can be stone as well. Okay. And then we have our tool rod. I don't think you can make a stone tool rod, can you? Sure you can. Why not? Everything's stone. Oh, darn it, I made 2. Okay. Now you take all your stuff out. You come over here to your tool station. Did I leave? Yeah, I left something in the parts builder. Come over to the parts chest. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not what I needed. I don't know why I made a parts chest. That was silly. Anyway, that was silly. Needed a stencil chest. Okay, so here we go. Tool station, part build. Where is it now? Yeah, here we go. Pickaxe. Like I said, scatterbrain kind of day. So you just drag and drop all of your parts into here. Okay, it tells you, you know, increases durability gain when repairing the tool, you know, whatever. Cheeky, stone is bad, your tool has less durability. We all know this, okay? And then, of course, you can name it up here if you want. Cheap. And then take it. Okay, and that's how you use Tinkers. Just so simple like that. Okay, that's all there is to it. That's how you use tinkers. This was not the right thing. I needed a different chest. I believe it's a patterns chest is what I needed. Yeah, right there. This is what I needed. And of course, I completely scatterbrained it and messed it up. But that's what I needed, so I kind of somewhat knew what I needed. Core stone, that's interesting. Okay, so now that we have all this, let me step away for a second and get the things that we need for the transfer pipes, and then I'll show you how the alloy smelter works. Alright, so I should have everything we need now. Now that we've back and forth with that, I made us a transfer node, so we'll put our transfer node on top of our SAG mill, then a pipe there, a pipe there, pipe across, down, and into this. Now, we have a Stirling generator here, which right now I'm burning coal in it, not the most efficient. It's actually cheaper to make this with the materials that I had than it was to make an actual coal generator, but I believe it generates the same RF per tick with the coal. But anyway, that's semantics. So, right here is our SAG mill, and you can see it's currently drawing power, and our alloy smelter is drawing power. So, that's what we do is in our SAG mill, we take our ore, we put our ore in. Okay, the SAG mill is going to crush up this aluminum ore into pulverized aluminum. That powder is going to travel through the pipes into the alloy smelter, and when it gets done, which is ticking away, you can see here it's going to stack up. Boom, aluminum ingot. So we put one aluminum ore in, we put it in this, we get 2 out. So of course this works for ores that you get a single ore from mining, get iron and copper and things like that. Not, of course, you wouldn't want to put redstone in here because redstone is better off if you have something that has a fortune on it. So that's how this works. Okay, so this is a very quick and easy way, all things considered. If you just look at what all it needs, for example, the SAG mill, you see it's just, iron, flint, a piston, and a machine chassis. A machine chassis is pretty much all iron except for this capacitor. Copper's easy to find, gold's easy to find, redstone is abundant. It's just a really, really quick, easy way to throw this all together and be able to double your ores pretty early in the game without having to get all the grout and the seared bricks and finding a lava source to make the smeltering. So, a lot of different little things like that you can do early on in the game to go ahead and get yourself set up for having a lot of ores, because of course more ores, more metals, more tools, just a little bit of everything, right? It's a great way to get started. Now, of course, at some point we will make a smeltery because we're going to want to make castings for our tools so that we can continue to upgrade our Tinker's tools. But this is a nice, quick way to start off and make some really nice things and make sure that going forward you have all of the resources that you need. So again, that's a SAG mill, an alloy smelter, a Stirling generator, and then all of your Tinker's stuff. So let me go back to the Tinker's stuff, because for me that's what I feel like I always had the most questions on. Oh, I have my juice. I was looking for real food. Okay, that's what I always had the most questions on. Okay, was the Tinker's stuff. So again, you go to your tool station, select what tool you want to make. Okay, it tells you the parts you need. Components are down here. Tool rod, axe head, shovel head. Okay, go to your stencil table and click on whatever you need and put a blank pattern in. Come back to your part builder, put the stencil you just made in, your material, take your part. Come back to this tool station, click your tool, put them all together. Okay, easy there, and you can make some really, really good stuff. Of course, they give you the handbook should you need it to know what materials are what materials are best and better and all of that kind of good jazz. Bone tools, cactus tools, a little bit of everything. And there is a lot of stuff that you don't need the smeltery for right away to make. So again, another kind of short episode today of Foolcraft. We didn't have a lot to do. I think what we'll do in the next episode is continue to look to expand our house and decorate and spruce this place up and just continue to make it better, right? Make it our own. Hopefully I'll have an umbrella by next time. This is just looking kind of plain out here, but we'll keep adding to it now that we have our place and get better tools and things like that. But this is just something that I wanted to show because it's mainly how I set up whenever I get started on modded. So this is how I would start, right? Starter house, some chests. Let me make something like DecoCraft just because it's fun, you know? It gives you something to do because it's like if you're grinding and you don't have stuff like this, you're just going to be like, okay, this is like regular Minecraft. All I'm doing is grinding at the start. This gives you that ability to make things look really cool and you don't have to go off searching for a bunch of material. And then, of course, as soon as you can get Tinker's Construct set up and start doubling your ores that you're getting, then you're really going to be in a nice place. Also, a quick note, if you were wondering, if you weren't reading up there at the top, this is palm wood, and palm wood is about as close to like raw wood, I would say, like that you would buy from like a hardware store. That's as close to it as you can get. And then this is quite clear glass, which you make with a chisel. So, all of that being said, I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. I hope that you've learned a little something. Of course, I'll keep trying to get Foolcraft and Invasion, you know, the modded Minecraft series out to y'all as much as possible. I've really enjoyed playing them so far. I'm really enjoying this mod pack. I just haven't had a lot of time to invest in it, but I am streaming it whenever I do stream. So if you haven't watched me stream yet, you can find me at beam.pro/LuckyShot13. You can follow me on Twitter, and that's probably the best way to know when I'm going to stream. So that's lucky_shot13. Twitter app. So keep all that in mind. If you do want to see more Foolcraft and you think there's been a gap between episodes and you're wondering what's happening, check me out on Beam. That's probably what I'm doing. I'm probably streaming it. That's when I started doing all the DecoCraft stuff, because that's what I'm doing when I don't have time to record and edit an episode. I'm hopping on, I'm playing, I'm getting everything ready through my streams. So again, I want to say thanks for taking time out of your day to come and watch me. I hope that you enjoyed it. This has been LuckyShot13, and I'll see y'all next time.